All right, everyone. Well, welcome. My name is Professor Matthew Gargano, and I will be your instructor for this career development course. This is E242, Section 4, Career Development for the winter 2019. Believe it or not, here we are, 2019. Happy New Year, everyone. Term 1. So, just like to do a little welcome video. Sorry, I'm a little something going on with the eyes today. Um, just like to do a little welcome video to kind of just go through some things really quick with you guys. So welcome again to Career Development. Happy New Year. I'm very excited to be your instructor, your tour guide throughout this 5.5 week course. Let's see. I also, just so you know, if I keep looking over to the left, I've got a split screen. So I like to just look through the course modules to make sure that I'm covering everything. So a couple things. First things first. Obviously, the first thing you need to do is what you're doing, watching the welcome video. Please make sure you look at the syllabus. The syllabus has my contact information, as does in the instructor block. So first thing is go through the syllabus. The course there was a complete rewrite done to this course, so I'm kind of excited about that. Fresh new material, reorganized. So it should be really, really cool. I'm excited, and hopefully you will be too. Go through the syllabus. Again, contact information is there because the syllabus outlines what you need to do each week. And again, 5.5 weeks goes pretty quick. So basically the flow is like this. You've got discussion post, initial post, topic of the week, post by Tuesday. Obviously, there will be an exception this week. I'll talk about that in a minute. But normally, other than this first week, the way the flow goes is weekly discussion post, initial post by Tuesday, response to at least one classmate by Saturday. And we mean by Tuesday, by Saturday, by Sunday. We're obviously talking about by 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you'll have a discussion post, initial post, and then a response post. You will have usually one weekly written assignment, and then you will have a live classroom assignment. So those are kind of the flows. Now, obviously, discussion posts are due on Tuesday. The course didn't open up until today. I'm shooting this the day before, so I'm actually shooting this on New Year's Day, so it'll be ready for you guys when you log in Wednesday. So course opens up January 2nd, first day of class. Please also make sure you look at the calendar. I spend a lot of time putting what to do when on the calendar, so you have access to click on. You'll see what assignments are due, what modules are due when each week. So since the course starts on Wednesday, and I'm not yelling, I'm just very loud by nature. So I'm not yelling at you guys. I'm just loud. I work on it hard, clearly not very effectively. But anyway, class starts January 2nd, Wednesday. So your actual first initial discussion post will be Thursday. Okay, that'll be tomorrow, Thursday the 3rd. Then you will have your response to that week 1 or module 1 discussion post by Saturday. So then starting next week, initial post by Tuesday, respond post by Saturday, and that goes all throughout the course until we get to the last week, the last class, which is February 5th. So you just need to do an initial discussion post for Module 6. All eligible assignments, by eligible I mean assignments that have not expired past the due date, need to be turned in by 11:59 p.m. on February 5th. Other than that, you have your weekly assignments that are due each Sunday. So make sure that you get those done. Let's talk a little bit about the discussion posts. All right, so it's really, really important that each week you read the lesson content, read the directions of the assignment, reread the assignment directions if you need to. If you need to reach out to me, obviously reach out to me, but I'm gonna ask you to pull up the assignment directions and tell me specifically what you need clarification on. Don't just say, oh, I don't understand the assignment. That doesn't tell me anything. I want to know that you've actually gone through it at least twice to look through it. And then if you still need clarification, absolutely reach out. But I'm going to ask you to pull it up. I'm going to pull it up, and I'm going to ask you specifically what it is that you need clarification on. The other thing is preferably email is best. So if you copy and paste the piece of the assignment that you need clarification on and say, you can either call me Professor G, Professor Gargano, you can call me Matthew, you can call me Gargano, those are fine. But in the email, an email is actually the best preferred way to reach out to me. Copy and paste the portion you need clarity on. Hey, this is what I need clarity on, this particular piece, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. So go through the assignments. The other thing is to go through the getting started. The getting started guide actually, it basically takes the syllabus roadmap and breaks it down into a lot of details. So it tells you specifically what is going to be covered each week and how much time you should spend on those. So that being said, make sure you know what's due, submit it. Getting back now to instructor information. So I posted my instructor information, what my office hours are. I'm on East Coast. I'm in North Carolina. So I did already translate everything into Central Standard Time since that's the way Rasmussen operates. But please make sure you check the office hours. I did put my cell phone down there. Please make sure you read the protocol regarding cell phone. Follow the process, follow the procedures. If I don't know who you are, then I'm not going to respond to it. And again, because I need to know who I'm talking to, and just to better effectively communicate with who it is I'm speaking with, and making sure that I'm helping to meet your needs. I need to know who you are. I need to know what class it is. If you're going to text me, make it a short, simple text. I put all this in the information block of instructor on how to contact me via cell, text, or email. But again, 99% of your questions can be resolved via email. So don't let your go-to immediately be a text or a call. Let it be an email first. My response time is a lot better. Also, I put on there when I'm not available at all. So again, make sure you read that. So just to review, go through the course calendar, make sure you go through the syllabus, go through the getting started, read my instructor information as well. Regarding the discussion post, make sure you read carefully what the discussion post is asking. What are the elements of the post? What is the post asking you to respond to in post? Make sure you're thoughtful in that. Do your initial post. When you respond, don't just be like, oh, I agree, or oh, that's great. That is not an academic response. In real life, in the work world, you want to respond in a positive way by adding value and constructive feedback. So constructive feedback is, wow, I really like when you said this. How about, have you considered this? Things of that nature. So obviously be respectful, use civility, but your response wants to be, what did you agree with, or what did you like? What was a good point? Why did you find it a good point? Is there any other value you can add to that person's response? How could you make it better, type of thing? We talked about your assignments. Now, regarding there's a couple different discussions. So that's the discussion post. You need to respond, again, read the post, make sure you understand what it's asking you, respond to the elements to it in your initial post, and then a constructive value added response. Because when I grade the post, I'm looking at, did you respond in your initial post to everything that the post assignment was asking you to do? And then was your response to at least one classmate value added? Your grade consists of 50% of initial and 50% response. So I need to have both of those. So if you don't respond to at least one classmate and you've got an amazing initial post, the highest grade you're going to get is a 50. So please make sure you respond. I don't grade discussion posts until Sunday, Monday, for obvious reasons, because I want to wait until all the responses are in by the deadline Saturday. Regarding the other assignments, I have up until the Friday that the assignments are due. So let's, for example, say, your Module 1 written assignments are due on January 6th. I have until that Friday, the 11th, to get those grades back to you. That being said, normally I grade a lot quicker. I kind of grade as they come in, but just be aware, because I know a lot of people like to turn in stuff early, and that's great. I try to grade it, I try to grade it within, a couple of days of you turning it in, but please know that I have until that Friday of the deadline. So let's say, for example, those of you who really are just the online course warriors that already get your stuff turned in on by Friday the 4th. Know that I have technically until the 11th to get those turned around to you, because the actual deadline for module 1 written assignments is the 6th. But that being said, I do try to turn things around a lot quicker. If it is a weekend, I'm going to use the 2 days, like a Monday and a Tuesday. So anyway, that's that. Also, you've got the student lounge, which is there for you. I don't require you. I'm just trying to keep time. I'm trying to keep this under 15 minutes. I don't require you to post an intro in your student lounge. However, it's nice to be able to. I don't go in there other than I kind of did an initial post to kind of set the tone as far as, what I'm looking for. That being said, I'm not requiring you to do a post in the student lounge about yourself, but it is nice to do it. It's because obviously virtually it takes the place of, you're in a class and then natural conversations happen. I realize the discussion post virtual isn't exactly natural, but they're trying to simulate as best they can sort of the natural interactions that happen, among classmates. That being said, it's great. I read them. I don't respond to them because it's your student lounge, but I do read them. It's great to respond. I know other students enjoy doing it. So it's not a requirement, but it's strongly encouraged. General discussion questions. If you have a question, a general question about the course, you can post it in the discussion questions. Please know when you do that, though, the entire world can see it. By the entire world, I mean all those enrolled in the class. Maybe you want to do it. Maybe somebody else may have the same question as you. I prefer that you just email me directly on questions for a couple reasons. One, there's no sort of indicator that I get when something's posted in the general discussions. I don't always think to go there as much as I am in the course every single day and multiple times. Not every single day. I'm not on the course every single day. I'm in the course 5 days a week. But as much as I'm in the course those 5 days a week, as much as I try to think about it, I don't always go into the general course questions. I'm in your discussion posts. In fact, I'll respond to usually 2 or 3 a week. If I respond to yours or I don't respond to yours, I'm not sending you a message. I try to get in there and sort of randomly pick 2 or 3 and then kind of respond to them to sort of keep the conversation and get in the conversation. So if I do respond to yourself, it's not a positive or a negative. If I don't respond to you, it's not a positive or a negative. That being said, general discussion questions, you can use it. Know that I'm not always the best about looking into the general discussion questions because I don't get notifications, although I try to train my brain to go there. It's best just to email me individually. Is there anything else I want to talk about? So the other thing is we will do a series of 3 live classroom lectures. I put those in the calendar. The first one will start on Monday, January 14th. So we'll have 3 on the Mondays, January 14th, January 21st, and January 28th, all starting at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. That being said, you are not required to log in live. Again, you are taking online courses for a reason because you want the flexibility to be able to do your coursework when you need to. That being said, most times I have nobody in the live classroom. Sometimes I'll have 1 or 2 people. Do not feel like you need to log in at 2:30 to listen to the live lectures. It's not necessary. I always record my live classroom lectures recording, and then I post them as a course announcement, which you get a notification for the course announcements, because I also check the little box that says also email this course announcement to each person. When the recording is available, and usually I get the recording done a few hours after I do the live classroom, I'll post it, let you know that the recording is now available, because you will need the live classroom recordings in order to complete the live classroom assignments. Now, the only exception to that is this first one, because obviously Monday is not here until the 7th, and I just realized, you know what? Cancel what I just said. I'm sorry about that. Live classroom assignment. I'm sorry, I got a little mixed up here. Your first live classroom assignment will not be the 14th. It will be the 7th. The 7th, the 14th, and the 21st. Sorry about that. 7th, 14th, and 21st. And it's on the calendar, so you'll be good to go. Sorry for any confusion. That being said, since Monday already passed, you will not have a live classroom to view to be able to do your first Module 1 live classroom assignment, which is due Sunday the 6th. You won't have your first live classroom until Monday the 7th, which you will use then for your Module 2 live classroom assignment. And I put all this in the calendar. So that being said, your first live classroom assignment, you do not need a live classroom because you won't have a live classroom. What I want you to do for your first live classroom assignment is I want to know the top 3 things you are looking to get out of this course, okay? So the top 3 things, so you're going to go into your live classroom assignment for Module 1 live classroom assignment. You're going to click on the begin, and I want to know what are the top 3 things you are looking to take away with or learn from this career development course, okay? And then moving forward, again, starting Monday the 7th, you'll have your first live classroom assignment, which you'll use for your first live classroom lecture, which you will use for your Module 2 live classroom assignment, and so on and so forth. So that, and again, this all spells out in the calendar. I'm looking forward to again, being your instructor for this course. Career development is very important to me. In addition to being a career development instructor, I'm also a business instructor at other colleges. I have my own company. I have a consulting and life coaching business. I also do a lot of other things. I'm a pastor. I'm an author. I'm a writer. So career development is something I'm very excited about because I very much have a passion for every individual to step into the best version of themselves, especially creating a professional identity that will help you go as far as you want to go, even above and beyond farther than you want to go in your life. So professional development, career development is about professional identity, professional communication, networking, job opportunities, job searching, resumes. It's a whole bunch of stuff that is going to help you establish your professional life and professional trajectory. That being said, we're a little over 15 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and post this. But again, I'm looking forward to working with you guys throughout this 5.5-week course, and y'all have a great day.